Hey everybody, welcome to Terratone Reads. I'm your host Terratone, also known as Patchwork Prince, and we're going to read chapter 1123, that's 1123 of One Piece. That would be, the chapter's name is The Void Fortnight. Okay. I have not had any spoilers for this, so let's get into it. Okay, for the cover story, we're continuing with Yamato. It says, Only Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 11, Enemies Forced to Share Odin. Oh, they're eating Odin, which is their favorite food. Well, that's nice. So I'm assuming these are the kids that were throwing rocks at her earlier in the last cover page story. Yamato's my favorite One Piece character, so it's nice to see them back doing stuff. As far as I saw, there's theories that Yamato will make a return with the Straw Hats at some point because of this cover story. He's going to lead to it. I'm like, well, we haven't really seen evidence of that yet. I'm hopeful because they're my favorite character, but I don't know. I'm optimistic about it, but I need more evidence in this cover story for it to make sense, if that makes sense. As in, something needs to happen on this pilgrimage. Like, I mean, I know in the main story, we're sure that Blackbeard is going to be getting some information from that sneaky swamp man, but will that make him go after Fisherman Island or Wano? But if he attacks Wano, maybe that will lead to something happening. We don't know. We'll see. Either way, it'll probably be an island or two before we see Yamato again, is my guess. And what that capacity to her joining up with the Straw Hats or not is also, it's all up to Oda. I'm hopeful, but I'm also kind of realistic. But I do like seeing Yamato again. And I'm happy they're out of their chains and enjoying life. That's nice. Let's get on with the chapter. Okay, so Oda says in the Oda notes, the Mrs. Green Apple concert was fun. The aura of those really amped me up. Sorry, the aura of those three really amped me up. I know how to speak English, jeez. That's from Inchiro Oda. Egghead Island, respond. The aftermath of hockey. Oh yeah, so in the last chapter, the big robot exploded with hockey, or we were feeling the ramifications of that. Yeah, I actually did record that too, but I forgot to put on my hat. I'm like, oh, it's so stupid. And it was like in the background, like right up here where I keep it. So that was dumb of me. I might post it, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, we got some of the hockey ripped up the sails too. It did physical damage without even really being an attack. What's your status? These Marines are fucking out. You wake up, you guys. Aw. Straw Hats are escaping. So it wasn't big enough to knock out, of course, with the Seraphim. I guess S-Snake is based after Boa, who does have Conqueror's Hockey. And their will just might be that strong. Even after that hockey attack, she's still a little girl. Doll. Huh. And here we go with the Giants. Wow! All of them are down! Seriously? That's amazing. That was greater than Red Hair's, but it didn't seem hostile, did it? And Luffy's laughing. Haha! Thanks for everything, Iron Giant, he screams across the way. Iron Giant's over there looking really busted up. Shh! And then we have Dorian Broggy going, alrighty, let's go while they're sleeping. We're getting out of here, gaba. And then more Giants going, hey, you heard the captains. Let's go, you bastards. We're off to Elbaf, yeah. Okay, everyone's screaming, yay, wait. Oh, little, I don't know if you can see on my preview there. Oh well, I'm not moving the camera. But there's the Thousand Sunny next to the big ass fucking giant ship. I never got to look at the Jolly Roger. Oh. Huh. The Jolly Roger on the giant pirate ship has those giant Oni horns. I wonder what that could mean. I wonder what that could mean. Okay, we have a sleeping Bonnie in her natural state as a little girl. Zoro looking flabbergasted or just in slight disbelief. Usopp laughing and grabbing tears, and there he's looking happy with his giants. Nami holding a old man looking Luffy. Sanji looking over Vegapunk. Vegapunk, what you said earlier isn't sitting right with me. Was this all some sort of gotcha moment for you? Hey now, I couldn't follow everything you were saying, but it was pretty outrageous, wasn't it? Is he dead? I mean, he got fucking banged up by both both Saturn and Kizaru. I remember there was theories that after he got stabbed by Saturn, that Kizaru somehow cauterized the wound, but I don't remember if it like lined up or not, or if that got disproven or not. We'll see. I remember bringing that same theory up to at Roger's base, like, hey, this is a thing that might have happened, but I don't remember if it ever got disproven or not. Let's see. Egghead, 2 weeks prior. Oh, flashback time. There are some anomalous readings coming from the power station. You can say that again. Monitor for any fluctuations, in particular in particle density and neutron flux. Sorry, my voice is a little shot. I was singing really hard the other day for like an hour straight, and now I have like kind of a grainy voice at the moment. It's a little phlegmed up too, but I'm trying my best here. The energy used by the Seraphim is meant to gradually increase over time. This could be a grave error if we miscalculated. Wait, aren't these numbers different from our earlier confirmed readings? Yes, and the rate of reaction is increasing too, but the power station seems stable. I should have given each of the Vegapunks a different voice. Oh well. This data seems to indicate that someone has tampered with the Mother Flame to steal its energy. Every single data point related to the power station has been carefully modified. To pull this off, the culprit has to be a Vegapunk. Was it Lilith? Automatically to evil. I mean, okay. Actually, the way he's saying that, I'd be like, oh, Vegapunk! Was it Lilith? I'm afraid the 3 of us are the only ones with ironclad alibis. An insane amount of energy was stolen, so we have to observe the other 4 to determine who is responsible, especially Lilith. We have to put our brains into offline stealth mode too. Offline stealth mode, okay. That's right, our memories of this getting uploaded to the punk records, then the culprit will know we're onto them. 1 week before the present. Attention! I've identified the culprit. It's York. What? Oh, so they knew a week ahead of time. Oh, York. The memories she's been synchronizing with punk records are phony. I've also confirmed that the surveillance signals at the scene of the crime were tampered with too. Why would you do such a thing? And my bad Lilith. Oh, and my bad Lilith. See, punctuation makes the difference. So he's apologizing Lilith in his brain. I've also found evidence that suggests someone deployed the weaponized sea beast without authorization. A jamming white transponder signal was also found in our investigation. I know! We can reconstruct the call data directly from... Oh, I know! We can reconstruct the call data directly from the long-distance transponder signal. Bzzzt. Dr. Vegapunk is researching the Void Sentry. Bzzzt. She rang Mary Gosset. No wonder... She rang Mary Gosset. No wonder Cypherpole keeps coming here to snoop around. 6 days before the present. The kingdom of Lulusia has been erased. The details are still a bit foggy, but I have a bad feeling about this, so that's when... Oh yeah, that's when the Mother Flame just destroyed that poor city. kingdom. Not even city, a kingdom. Pythagoras, observe any changes to the sea levels and monitor all wireless transmissions. Yes, sir. Do you still think this has something to do with the theft of the Mother Flame? I'm sure of it. That portion of the flame must have been delivered to the government by one of the weaponized sea beasts. Okay, so they can transport flames with sea beasts. If you'll permit me to indulge in pure conjecture, it seems plausible that the world government possesses one of the ancient weapons. And they must have needed the Mother Flame energy that York stole to fuel it. We'll see if the evidence supports my conclusion. Even if this deduction is sound, it's hard to speak it aloud. It's my fault after all. Only a fool lets their greed run amok, and I win in personified mine. Is there any benefit to apprehending York now that we know? No, it's too late for that. Is it? York's motives are irrelevant now. They will still come to erase anyone who knows of the Void Century. York already demonstrated her worth to them by rashly handing over the Mother Flame. The best we can do is use that as an opportunity to determine their intent for the flame and try to mitigate the damage. Stella, we still have a chance to escape if we flee now. Prepare a boat for other residents Quasar. Oh yeah, he says Quasar sometimes. They still have a shot of escaping ahead, but it will be impossible for us. The Navy will have issued secret orders to every branch and base by now. They'll chase us to the ends of the world, and our inevitable deaths will be meaningless. At least here on Egghead, we have something O'Hara didn't 22 years ago. We have the means and equipment to amplify our voices as far and wide as possible. What exactly is the world government? The closer I get, the more shrouded it becomes. If I must die, I will sell my life dearly. If I must die, I will sell my life dearly? I wonder how it's going to get translated officially. That's going to sound different. If I must die, I will sell my life dearly. Shut up, dogs. Thank you, Kate. I apologize for wrapping you two into this. I apologize for wrapping you two. Wow, I can speaketh. Blah, blah, blah. I apologize for wrapping you two. Holy shit! Why can't I get that? I apologize for wrapping you two into all this. Don't be silly. We're Vegapunch, just like you. We're all thinking the same thing. Just one issue, Stella. What exactly constitutes death for someone like us? Good point. Oh, there's the big old frickin' Vegapunk brain that was in a tube. Holy crap. Let me turn this up a little bit because someone's speaking in the background. I don't want that coming through on the video. Hopefully. Okay. There's one other thing we must safeguard. Our cloud loft technology to manufacture artificial island clouds. It may be pivotal in saving humanity in the near future. Really, the clouds? Huh? Stella, what are you doing here? Oh, is that you, York? You know, same old, same old. If our experiments to optimize the Mother Flame allow this thing to move again, it'd be a big breakthrough in creating our ideal energy source. That's right. It'd be amazing if we achieve that soon, right? I can only pray it never gets perfected. 2 days before the present. Go ahead and speak now. The recording has begun. Mic check. Mic check. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Attention world. Hello there. This is Dr. Vegapunk, the world's greatest and most humble scientific genius. What we said will come as a shock. What we said will come as a big shock, right? Oh, I guess more time has passed. I thought he was still talking. What we said will come as a big shock, right? Maybe, but everyone has a right to know the truth. No one will ever expect the transponder snail to be hidden here. My death will trigger the message to be sent out worldwide. We need to ensure that no one finds out till it's too late. Any abnormality in our behavior could be a trip-off that spoils our plans. Erasing our own memories is the safest bet. Oh, okay. So I guess it was genuine surprise when they found out York was the one. That said, there will be consequences. We lose all memories related to this matter. The fact that York stole the Meta Flame, the fact that our lives are currently at stake. Well, we'll have to suffer through all those bombshells all over again, indeed. The fear we feel for our lives will be brand new to us. But we have put our countermeasures in place. Even if things go sideways. Still, it'll still be our victory. The Memory Mass Research Lab. What are we doing here? This is my handwriting flap. Okay, this is after they lost the memories. Good morning, everybody. You'll find that you three have a missing fortnight's worth of memories that were wiped of your own volition. A number of things will probably come as a surprise because of this, which is Wait, what? A number of things will probably come as a surprise because of this, which is ironically pretty amusing. I call that ironically iron calling. Wow. Huh? I will tell you one thing, though. The world government has found out about our research into the Void Century. Huh? They found out? I have already taken the best precautions possible. You'll just have to put your faith in me and die. Am I really telling myself to go die? Oh, and one last thing. Stella, Emperor Straw Hat's crew, and Bonnie have just made landfall. What? Cypherpole's approaching too. What? There's also a naval armada coming to blockade the island. What? Admiral Kizaru and Elder Saint Saturn seem to be with them. What? That's gonna be fun animated. After we rescue Bonnie from down there, I think it'd be best if I stay put. Huh? You'll die. You need to help me escape, or you don't need to help me escape anymore. I've thought about it. Just let me die here. What? Do you have a death wish? Far from it. I've come to believe that my death will set something important in motion. This is going to be a big mess. We can't just sit there and watch you die. We've got to do something. We've got to do something. One more thing. Whoa! This is about the One Piece. What about it? I want you guys to be the ones who find it. He's reuniting with old friends. Cheers! Or here's to reuniting with old friends. Cheers! Hold on. Do this later. Wait for me. Woo! We're off to the land of dreams. Of my dreams. Elbaf. Oh. Usopp's so happy. Oh, that's Luffy who's saying, hold on, do this later. Wait for me. Because the old man form. Ga-ba-ba-ba. Yeah. Thinking 2 moves ahead. One Piece. End chapter 1023. No, this is 1123. What do you mean 1023? There's a typo down here. You can't see it because of my stained glass. Well, there's the end of that. Looks like Elbaf is officially starting. God, how long has it been? I remember way long ago, when first hearing about Wano and Egghead and... Well, it was more about Vegapunk. Egghead, the name came a bit later, but, thinking about Vegapunk and where they resided. And, Elbaf especially. It's weird that we're already past Wano. We're already past Vegapunk and Egghead now. And we're going into Elbaf. And it's been years and years, decades even, since thinking about these places and when we're gonna finally see them and stuff. And I'm just, now that we're here, how should I say this? When we got to Wano, I was super excited. And as Wano just kept dragging on, because if you weren't reading it chapter to chapter, you got burnt out. Like halfway through Wano, we were already all burnt out. And we're like, thank God when we finally got to Onigashima. And then we got burnt out in the middle of Onigashima too. And we're thinking, thank God we're finally out of Wano. Egghead went by pretty quickly, especially compared to Wano. But now I'm kind of getting to that point like, okay, we're finally out of here, cool. And now we're going to Elbaf, and younger me, I keep hitting you with my hat, sorry microphone. Younger me would be so freaking excited, and also like confused why the art style's kind of changed in One Piece. But, oh well. Current me is just like, okay, let's do this and get it over with, like it's just another thing now. That excitement I had going into Wano and kind of going into Egghead, I think has fizzled out. So going into Elbaf, I'm happy for Usopp and Luffy and all them. It's just, I don't know. I'm not as excited as I was when I was first going into Wano and first going into Egghead, if that makes sense. I mean, One Piece is still my favorite currently being produced series. Currently running series, that's what I was thinking of. But I should be super excited seeing this picture. Seeing this, cheers, we're going to Elbaf, the land of my dreams, Elbaf. I've been waiting for this for so long, and now I'm just like, okay, cool. That's cool. That's my current feelings. Like, alright, cool. I'm not like super excited and losing my mind over it. Maybe because it's been telegraphed for so long. And maybe because we already kind of touched Eggbath. That's what this is going to end up being called. The Egghead and Elbaf arc is going to be called Eggbath. That'd be hilarious. Anyways, Elbaf. We kind of saw a bit during Egghead. With, or right before Egghead with Shanks versus Kid. What was that during? No, I want to say that was before. I have to see exactly where that lined up again. But either way, we didn't really see it. We just got to touch it, basically, a little bit. And maybe it'll be a lot more cool, or a lot more awesome once I actually get into it. Once I see the place and see what adventure awaits our crew there. But I'm just saying that because we already went through Wano and Egghead. And I was like, okay, now here's Eggbath, the third island they kept talking about all the time. Or here's Elbaf, not Egghead. I keep messing those two up. I guess we'll see. We'll see. It's not that I'm not happy or excited to see us going there. It's just that the same hype I had when first going into Wano and first going into Egghead, I just not feeling that right now going into Elbaf. And maybe that'll change. Maybe after I think about it for a while, like yeah, maybe I can help hype myself up or something. But I'm just not getting that right now, which is surprising to me. Because I love One Piece. I love where the story's going. But this is just, I'm just surprised that I don't feel that same hype right now. And this is a hype fucking picture right here. This is a hype fucking panel. They're on the ship with Dory and Broggy being held up in the loft in the sky, and Dory and Broggy got to see their god again, and Usopp is actually being held up higher than Luffy, and he's super excited, and they're all cheering, and it's like a party, even though in the middle of a fucking fight. Or at the end of a fight, at least. But it's just not hitting me. I'm a little concerned by that. Well, as long as the story, as we go in, it's awesome and exciting and a fun adventure, I don't care. This will mean nothing then. Whatever. I hope that's true. I know it's true. Because when I think of the highlights of Wano and I think of the highlights of Egghead, that was a good fucking time. So, the highlights at least, at the very least, of Elbaf are going to be fucking awesome. Trust in Oda. Alright guys, that's my thoughts. That was chapter 1123, not 1023. What the hell are you talking about, guys? You all have a good one though, huh? See you next time.